Coruscant, to the outer realm, far away. Gonna fight, gonna be free. In a galaxy far, far away, onto the fire, onto the sky. Yeah, children of the Republic, legends never die. I'm gonna rather die. Children of the Republic. From Coruscant, to the outer realm, far away. Gonna fight, gonna be free. In a galaxy far, far away, onto the fire, onto the sky. Yeah, children of the Republic, legends never die. I'm gonna rather die. Children of the Republic.
Well, it's over now. Hello and welcome to Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you're most certainly welcome at it. We are back. Yeah, good point. We are back with Star Wars The Golden Chalice, where our players are investigating a murder most foul. Where last we left off, the party are still aboard the space station the Daedalus, having gone through a number of... Good question. Because you're investigating various bits and bobs looking into the Kushaban slave trade on a planet called Edena. As part of this, various decisions were made, which ultimately led to Kaleem's character, Inizio, going to speak with the Hutt Minister Genora Veo. Miscommunications were had, confusions dealt, and one person was left blue-balled. However, by the end of all of this, Kaleem was arrested for consorting with the enemy. As well as a number of communiques had happened and taken place on the ship, and had been sent outwards. You were interrogating Kaleem and investigating the goings-on when you realised that Veo could be in danger, and sending, I believe it was Commander Yingray sent a few of your more trusted troops, the Aneke Guard, Billy, people like that, to Veo herself, only to find her dead. And the security footage from the doors showing a hooded, robe-wearing Jedi with nothing visible, just sort of holding out their hand that's covered by the robes, and the beam of a lightsaber cutting into her heart before being retracted and the figure walking away from the camera. That is essentially... Oh, and you tried to use the aura perspective that your new apprentice, Kiana, has on Kaleem, but she screamed in terror, seeing dark tendrils emerging from his back and wrapping around him. That is where we pick up almost immediately, in the aftermath of this visual feed of someone who only an hour ago you were speaking with, lying dead on the floor. And I think we sort of pick up as Yingrace, sort of looking frustrated and angered, goes, "I need everyone outside this room now. Discussion." And he just moves out.
Precaution. I'm gonna look at Inzio and just go, "That doesn't mean you."
I figured.
Fucking bold move.
Ziante would go and follow.
Okay. Anyone else? Or is anyone else? I know, Pat, you were looking to go down to the medical wing, but I also don't want you being left out.
Sorry, my headphones cut out for a second. Are we staying to interrogate, or...?
That's what's about to be discussed, I think.
Okay. So what's everyone doing?
So, as everyone steps outside to have this discussion, Wobby, in a heavy drunken stupor, you awaken from where you'd been blacked out. You've been tucked in.
D&D, not real life.
Yeah. You've been tucked away in your bed. You were picked up from the pub by Billy Garcia, who carried you back to the ship. Carried you back to the ship and sort of tucked you in, and you find a glass of water next to your bed. Upon sort of hearing the communique going haywire, you come and find the rest of the team leaving a jail cell on the ship.
Something just happened.
Mitio has been detained under suspicion of treason.
Oh? How so?
It has been discovered that a number of communicants sent to the Sith detailing private military maneuvers.
So he's been sending out signals behind our backs then?
It appears so. And now it seems... Sorry. Kite, who was that woman you went to see?
It was the representative of the hut.
Yes, Nizio was detained whilst having a rendezvous with a pot administrator, and it seems there have been murdered.
Honestly, I wouldn't call it a rendezvous. I would call it more of a racist tirade. Before getting forcefully removed.
What do you mean a racist tirade?
I've never seen someone walk into a place without little care, understanding, or even just basic knowledge. More than a man that says, you should have a heart.
What happened? Like, I know we had to interrupt and impose ourselves for the arrest, but surely he did not forget all the etiquette training he went through. I mean, it was a 6-year-long course. He had 10 different tutors with him.
Roll me a insight check.
Any advantage?
Yeah, because you trained him yourself. This hazing of Kaleem brought to you by...
I did click roll, but... Oh, wait, there it is.
Rolling.
That is a 31.
31. Sure feels like Anizio forgot his etiquette training.
Oh, gosh.
I'm assuming that's
Four.
not normally how Jedi
No! Of course not!
deal with negotiations.
They spent 6 years in etiquette. I'm Kingar just starts rubbing his temples. Or where his temples would be.
Yeah.
His knees.
I can't.
In the nicest way. I've seen Hut be more subtle.
Yingray sort of cuts in. The discussions he had with this Hut administrator, did they end in accord, aggressive? All we know is she is now dead on the floor. Could he have possibly communicated with someone to finish a job he was unable to?
I highly doubt it. And
As do I, but nothing is off the table.
the man walked in, ordered flowers and chocolate for her.
I've heard of stranger instances.
Completely misunderstood the situation, thinking it was just going to be business. And then decided to whip out the most beautiful lines I've ever seen to make someone want to leave.
Not a man of subtlety, Inizio.
No.
Yingray sort of rubs his eyes. The ship's going to have to go into a lockdown, but we also need to get to Idena as soon as possible. Or are we forgetting what was on that recording? Every day we tally, civilian lives are dying.
Commander, how slow can we have a trip through light speed?
How slow?
Hyperspace, and still be able to arrive in time?
The issue is, Commander Kingar, we do not know what in time is. We do not know how swiftly the enemy will act or how quickly they can respond. For all we know, the fleet is already destroyed.
And we can't afford to tarry too long.
Agree.
So we have two options then. Either we figure out if this Inizio is a mole or not, or we risk the chance that he is a mole and we travel.
I cannot deny Inizio the right to take to the field either. Unfortunately, as a Jedi, we do not have the right to restrain his actions and movement. He is temporarily in custody, but without finite proof, we of course will release him unto Jedi authority.
No ships can leave if we are in hyperspace. It would trap the spy just as much as ourselves.
So, Commander Yingrace.
Gito.
Did you... The person that killed them had a lightsaber. Are all lightsabers on the ship accounted for?
To my knowledge, I have my own. I cannot speak for yours. For your parties, I should say.
Can I double check on my own?
Yeah, if everyone wants, make investigation checks.
Does the child still have the light dagger I gave?
Yes, she does.
You're lucky this time.
Not one. Oh boy.
Nat 1, I kind of need to... Yeah. It's not a high DC. On a Nat 1 Zionte, you have lost your lightsaber.
Wonderful.
Just deselect it for now. But I can tell everyone else, Oz, Kingar, who else needs to roll? Oh, that's everyone. You have your lightsabers at your hilts, at your hips.
Nice.
And if I recall, we have
Or assailant.
Incio with us when he got arrested.
To your knowledge, yes.
So our assailant mightn't even be a Jedi. Zante, where was the last time you saw your lightsaber?
Where I needed it, which was unfortunately back on Valorum.
We're getting them back.
I'm going to jump out of the ship.
If that's the case, that sounds like a lost cause.
Liam, you realise you may have left it at the Sultry Sister. There's a chance it's been left at the pub.
Who needs a lightsaber at a pub?
I don't know, but he nat one.
There was also a chance that it was left the sultry sister.
So there is a possibility that the person on the holotape isn't even a Jedi or a Sith, it's just a random person who found your lightsaber and had a vendetta against this administrator.
You don't need to be a Jedi or Sith to use a lightsaber?
Yungrace steps away and puts his fingers to his ear. I need 2 troops down at the Sultry Sister immediately. We've got a Jedi without a lightsaber. Go in, find out, get the security log, see if anyone's there. Understood, thank you. Is there anyone you want me to specifically send? We have, 2 named troopers. I really need to come up with a few extra named troopers, because at the moment Billy is just sprinting from place to place.
Billy the Shad.
Okay. I'm here, guys. Did Jameson die? The communications officer? I think he's alive. I think Jameson's alive.
Why would he die?
I can't remember. I vaguely remember him dying, but these are the only 2 named rank trooper people.
The only troopers we've lost.
There's also Samara, I guess.
There's the only troopers we lost is Biggins and Horatio.
There you go. So, who do you want to send to go retrieve the lightsaber from the Sultry Sister?
Run Billy Garcia.
Sure.
Billy!
You get a... Right, right, with you. Understood, sir. On my way. And Billy sort of pauses for a second. No insight check required. He wants to, gainsay an order or ask a question, but he's not talking to one of you guys. He's talking to Yingray, so he's sort of obeying the chain of command. But it is possible, if you wish, to speak with him.
And it's doing the work he needs to raise.
As Billy sort of goes away, there's a private ping over to you guys, not on Yingrace's channel. This is on the Jedi channel, essentially.
Can I answer the ping?
Yeah, absolutely. It is Billy. Jedi, anyone come in?
Yes, Billy? I do kind of walk a tiny bit away.
Listen, I've got to put my voice out there. Put my money where my mouth is. I just don't believe Inizio's capable of this. I just don't.
Same, Billy. I don't believe it is Inizio either.
I'm glad to hear that, sir, because I'm not there to, bat for his corner, and you know what he's like when he gets talking. He's more likely to incriminate himself.
I know.
I'm nearly at the sister now. Just please don't let anyone pass judgment before I'm there.
You have my word, Billy.
Thank you, sir. And he cuts the line. There's a genuine, concern in Billy's voice. He's very much out of his depth, but his drinking buddy is getting, getting the shit ripped out of him.
Commander, may I have a quick private word with you?
Yingrace nods and steps to one side. Why may be I of service?
This is potentially relevant to this case. Kide's trying to make sure no one can kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping it very private here.
Yeah, understood.
But there were some documents of some form that a certain journalist was able to take from that from the corpse at current.
A certain journalist. I assume you're speaking of our golden chalice attaché.
Yes. I'm not sure if the documents that she may have taken could be relevant to why there may be a murder, but I thought if you could send someone to potentially find the documents while we're here, while she's not able to do anything currently.
Katie, what did you do with the documents? If anything.
I don't know what documents you're referring to.
You stole them from the room
Oh, that-
last
that's
session.
the
The suitcase, yeah. That was under the bed.
Well, I haven't done anything to them yet. I've just kind of like, I'm just I imagine I probably sent them back to my room with the robot. Like.
Okay, so
hide them.
you would, Kite would know that that suitcase was basically smuggled into Naeus's room by B22, using his barista services, like his coffee hatch, his prison pocket.
Yes.
But it's possible to go and break into Naeus's room.
Hey, get out of my room.
You could send at least some people, more discreetly to investigate that, because it might come up with some relevant documents. I didn't see the documents myself, though.
I'm hesitant. How to put this politely? I'm hesitant on account of she directly works for the Golden Chalice. There are current financiers, present in company excluded. I don't want to piss them off, you understand?
Understand. I just worry that there may be more hiding in this, more potential relevant information that may go amiss if we do not look into this.
Is she aware that you know she stole them?
She may be aware that I know that she has them, but not that...
Perhaps then go to her first, and if she then is shady and refuses, come to me and I'll assign top men to the job. Top men. Probably Billy.
Probably Billy.
He's the only guy we have left. Billy fucking does everything around here. What a guy!
Billy's, yeah.
We need to get some more named NPCs up in this bitch. I know I've got a few to make. Pat kindly gave me a whole bunch, but I haven't had time for that.
Understood.
He inclined his head. Right, Billy's nearly at the sultry sister. I'm just going to... And he steps away and listens to his communique. What's everyone else doing while this is happening? Is anyone going to go in and fill in Kaleem? Or...
Approach Oz. Just to inquire about what sort of investigation will be taking place.
Thank you, I'm lacking the context.
Oz is the ex-cop. He's probably the best guy for this, to be fair.
And he's the only one lacking the context for the situation.
So basically I'm filling him in on while Kite and Ian Grace are having their conversation.
Sounds good. So you might need to fill Wobby literally in. Because obviously you missed them.
Yeah, so Inizio has been accused of treason. I don't think I told any of the party about the device.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No, you've just seen the scans and stuff.
You told me in a telepathic link before I got
Yes,
arrested.
I told you so that you'd come in quietly.
Inizio clawing at his chest.
That several communiques have been traced back to Inizio's profile, that he has said that there's times when he hasn't logged out properly. What other piece of information?
So the main thing was that someone was able to access Anisio's HoloNet, essentially.
Yeah.
But you can't
I think
determine
I-
whether that was like using his password or whether he like left the computer on or you know.
So I'm telling all this to Oz.
Yeah. Okay. So, Bobby, what's his sort of reaction to all of this? You are the police officer. It is yours to investigate. Chances are everyone's going to defer to your call.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Question,
Good luck.
did you tell us about the device in Initio?
I didn't mention the device to Oz. So
And the
none
only
of you
information?
know about it.
Oop.
So you don't know about the device, you just know about the communiques.
Okay, so this just all links up back to Initio.
Yes.
Hmm.
I think someone might be trying to frame him.
Well, if it hasn't been taking proper care of his logs, there is a possibility he might be able to be framed. You're not withholding any information now, are you?
Nothing I feel relevant to this. Just some private medical issues. Sorry, there's a lot on my plate at the moment.
Don't worry about it. Currently, we lack any sort of evidence that actually pinpoints specifically on Initio. Whilst he could have sent out logs, he could have also not done it properly. It's too early to cast any sort of judgment on him. We'll keep a close eye on him until further evidence has been presented. Because otherwise we're just going on assumptions.
So, you guys do now have a choice. Obviously where you want to go and what you want to do, but also, do you wish to let Anisio out?
No. You don't let the suspect go.
No, but you also don't, the Republic can't hold him. Essentially, he's Jedi. It's whether you guys want to keep a closer eye on him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So, Kaleem, the next thing you sort of hear or see is Commander Yingrace re-entering the room. Inizio Renatus. But now, the Senate, by the power of the Senate, the Republic is imparting you to the custody of your colleagues in the Jedi. Understand that this does not mean you are a free man. You are under observation, for all intents and purposes. Do you understand? There cannot be another foot out of place. We want you to be innocent, Inizio.
Initio is just kind of sitting there looking at the cuffs on his hand. He's a bit out of it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Understood. Ian Grace. Which is a bit taken back.
Yingrace sort of steps forward and goes, you need to understand that no one's happy about this. No one's happy about the idea of you being a traitor. But we have to do our due diligence. It's not because you are Sith. because everything points towards you. It's in your best interest to clear your name as swiftly as possible. Yeah?
Yeah.
He gives you a half smile and a nod. All right, best of luck. And for the love of God, please don't prove me wrong. Oh, my lord. Oh, yes, thanks, Pat. When I get a spare couple of hours.
Who am I being to the Jedi? Anyone in particular who's overseeing this investigation?
You'll have to speak to your colleagues. I've got a number of... What? Right, thank you, Billy. Yes, I'm with him. No. Actually, I was just letting him go. No, you're not to bring alcohol on the ship. Goodbye. Goodbye. He just cuts the link. Billy is very happy. And he sort of steps outside and opens the door. Master Ziante?
Speak.
Your lightsaber has been recovered. It was reported as lost property and given to the Twi'lek Lelora.
Fortuitous, it will be analysed to see how recent it was activated.
Understood. It's on its way back now with Trooper Garcia.
That is a relief.
So, what do you guys want to do? It's really up to you. I haven't got anything planned until, essentially, it's up to you guys what you want to do and where you want to go. You've got these accusations, but until they are resolved, the ship is essentially on lockdown. But you also have places to go, people to see.
I kind of want to bring Inizio to the medbay to start doing scans.
Yeah?
So that I can figure out what the hell is inside him.
You can have a medbay day. So, we can go to that. Do you indulge in the party in informing them that you need to check out Inizio?
I will just state I will keep Inizio under my supervision in the medbay.
Can I... Excuse me, can I... What's happened? What's the plan?
You know that the lady was killed, because that happened in the cell with you.
I'm not like that. I meant, what were they talking about outside the room? I wasn't...
Oh, got you. Sorry, I thought you were asking about the murder.
I asked, what happened while you were guys outside talking? What's the plan?
I think so far the plan is that you're going to go with Kinga.
Right.
It's best we keep you out of this investigation, Inizio. The further you are from it, the less likely you are to be framed.
Would it not be better if I just stayed in one spot where there are cameras?
Exactly.
Like a
You'll be
med
joining
bay.
me in the medbay.
Man wants to stay in the cell. Thanks for joining the session, Kaleem.
Alright.
This man spent all of last session trying to escape the cell. Now he gets out and he goes, "Nah, I want to go back in."
This is the strongest case of Stockholm Syndrome we've seen for some time.
Stay out of my fucking city, you twink.
Katie, what's Naeus doing?
Not really sure. Like, if everyone's kind of doing their own thing, then
It's more of a case of where does everyone want to go and do? There are allegations made against you. Someone you spoke to not but an hour ago is dead. Like, or you could go and deal with the slave trade that's occurring. Like, I'm not going to throw in any more plot hooks.
I think since she's been assassinated, I need to go and read those documents to see what they were.
Okay, so you're going to sneak off to your room. I'm going to my bunk.
Do we see her sneaking off?
Are you literally sneaking, or...?
No, I just kind of just walk off, like, just shut my face.
No, it's just
Where-
this shit boring. Leaves.
Where?
Take the robot with her.
Ness, where are you going?
Back to my room. I got some reading to do.
Right.
You say reading?
Is it truly intelligent for any of us to go alone at this point in time if for another is attacked and
Oh,
you are isolated?
I
You will be
suppose.
firmly suspicion.
I can fight for myself, but if anyone was willing, I have the robot with me.
The robot slowly turns its head, its eyes just boring into each of you. I can confirm I am here.
So we're supposed to trust you with a psychopath.
Yes. I
Yeah.
Please identify the psychopath. I will eliminate.
suppose.
I don't trust this.
I love this.
And I'm the
one.
one in like handcuffs. Yeah, I don't trust that.
I wouldn't mind going. Anyone else want to go have some reading materials?
Are we starting a book club?
Do you have that as a mode? If so, I'd love to.
I was a copywriter for 4 Ewok erotica.
Oh.
I feel like there's someone on this the ship that would love your autograph then.
I was merely a copywriter. Literally. And his back opens and you see like a typewriter on the back that like is just a mega printer for copying out like multiples of the same document.
We need to stop picking up murder bots.
And you need to
Please identify the murder
How is that
bot.
even a
I will
question?
eliminate.
Yeah.
So, Naeus is going to retreat to your quarters because you all have like a shared, like, common room, essentially. Where's everyone else going to go? I can't, like, it's up to you guys.
I want to join her, and I've extended an offer for others if they want
Okay.
to join, because I feel those documents might be quite important.
Okay. Anyone else?
I guess I'll tag along.
Okay. In that case, Naeus, as you sort of head back towards your quarters, the ship is weirdly quiet. There's a lot of people who sort of watch the whole party go by. They are not friendly, or rather, like they're friendly to the sense of like they are Republic troopers, but normally the sight of the Jedi brings smiles, or maybe the odd cheer, or nods of acknowledgement. Most of the troopers are eyeing you up with distrust. Someone has been killed by a lightsaber. It could have been a Sith, but there's more lightsabers here than there are on Daedalus. So here we are. We'll move over to the cabin.
And she's the only one who can hack into things. I mean,
Hacking doesn't help when you don't have a lightsaber.
They were killed by a knife, but Your Honor, the client has TP.
That explains everything. So, as you all sort of arrive back at the cabin, there is an armed guard outside, waiting outside the door. The two Ineke let you pass, but they clearly stay outside. There's no pretending any other way. Sat in your cabin, with a mug of smouldering sort of hot coffee, is Groban. Ah, returned, I see.
Wait, he's in my room?
This is the shared cabin, so you all have quarters around here, but this is like this is like a communal area, like a common room.
Oh, okay.
So, Katie, I assume Go on, Si.
Groban, you lovely man, how are you doing? How are you holding up?
Nervous, Groban, is. I'm concerned about the accusations levied against my good friend Denisio. Such things are concerning, to say the least. But I will say, as a representative of, well, the political party of Venus, these accusations and stand with Denisio against whatever is trying to. Oh yes, Denisio is being taken to the medbay by Pat. It's worth mentioning. I guess whoever is trying to sully his good name. Of course, the party of Varnos is represented by myself, and consists almost exclusively of myself. But we're still a force to be reckoned with in the Senate.
And like you, definitely a force.
So, Katie, you sort of, as these guys sort of sit down and start chatting, you slip to the side into your room, where the bot you see has hidden the metal case that was being used. It is locked and will require a slicing check to try and open.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Can I get the bot to do that?
I thought you were good at slicing. It's a tech check. Use and you have
Oh, I see.
yeah, it's a tech check, and you get advantage for your slicers tools.
Okay.
The bot, by the way, stands outside your door as just like bodyguard instinct.
Hang on, I'm just loading into the forge.
So okay. While this is happening, Pat, you take Denisio down to the medical bay, where you find, everyone's fussing over Kiana. You can see that she's like sat on the side of her medical sort of like table, sort of chatting to all the other Padawans, who are begrudgingly indulging her and answering questions. And as you walk in, she goes, "And what about the temple on Coruscant? I heard it's the biggest temple in the galaxy." And you hear a little, "Not anymore," from Vigo. But Treze sort of goes, It is the biggest temple in the galaxy, but we're more likely to take you to Dantooine, or maybe even Typhon, one of the other temples. Oh, and you see like a little bit of visible disappointment. Oh, okay. I hope that maybe I'd get to. Well, so am I actually going to be a Jedi? And that's sort of what you enter into.
Fine, young one. In time.
I'm just really excited because there's a lot of people I want to do Force stuff with. Do you guys play games with the Force? Because I imagine playing catch is kind of pointless because you can just pull the ball to you.
And what if the ball is replaced by a rock?
Oh, I don't want to throw rocks at you, Mr. Kingar. That's just mean.
But are we... Can you throw it without moving your arms?
Hmm? She goes... What are you up to, Jacob? She goes and looks at the, a syringe that's on a side table and just, hard focuses on it. You see it levitates a little bit, and then she squints and tries to, throw it, and it sort of just rolls to the side of the table. Oh, I'm going to be a terrible Jedi. How am I going to beat up any Sith if I can't throw a syringe?
Well, it takes a lot of training to do more than move something. You're quite talented, young one.
She sort of sloughs and sits down, but she's not. And as Denisio enters, she sort of looks up and goes, "Oh, Master Renatus, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to scream at you and call you the devil.
Don't be. It's alright.
What was the thing coming out of your back? Do you have a parasite?
I don't know.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, to discover.
Okay. If we're going to be looking at the thing, can I go? I don't want to look at the thing.
Oh, strong one.
She sort of hops off and goes, I'll go find the others. And sort of leaves and will
Wait.
show up. Oh,
Trezor, would you mind escorting her?
who was that to? Oh, Treze.
The medic guard,
Yeah.
Trezor.
Treze goes, of course. And Mr. Anizio, what were you going to say?
I was going to tell her to wait for Kingo to get someone to go with her.
Ah, well, here I am. And what Kingar says, Kingar? And she smiles and blushes and... Anyway, come on, Kiana. Have you got a, do you have any toys? And Kiana goes, no, I left them all when my parents were taken from me. And Treasure's sort of, oh, honey, and she just, have your parents been taken from, and like, you know, innocent sort of conversation that's deeply troubling. So, yeah, we'll come back over to here.
Come back to where we were.
To you guys in the med bay, before we go back to Katie. Though Katie, do still roll that technology check for me at advantage.
I have.
Okay, I'll come back to you in a sec.
Advantage. I haven't done it at advantage.
Oh, well, there you go. Roll at advantage.
I rolled a 23, but
Okay. I can't tell you if that...
the advantage.
I would roll again.
Oh. Rude. I'll do it.
I'm going to ask Anizio to step into the scanner,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and I'm going to calibrate it to kind of not kind of similar to an MRI, but no, the Star Wars equivalent.
Yeah, yes, an X-ray machine.
Similar to that. Yeah.
Okay, that one passes, Katie. 23. The DC was 25. So, make me a Medicaid check. Just a basic old Medicaid check for me, Kinga.
Okay. Any advantage because I know what I'm looking for?
I'll say yeah. You know what you're looking for.
Okay, I'll roll again then. Ooh, yes. 32.
52. You scan Anizio, and knowing exactly what you're looking for, you're able to find this device buried in Anizio's chest. On specific inspection, you realize that it is like a cage that is wrapped around Anizio's heart. But on such a high roll, you realize that there is something in the cage.
Living or technological?
Indistinguishable. It appears on your scan as just a mass.
So, Doc, how good am I?
Not looking good, Anizio. I'm going to show him the scan and start talking through it,
Okay?
using all the medical jargon that
The usual.
yeah.
Looking at the scan, Anizio, you can clearly see what Kingar is talking about. Coiled around your heart, there is like this black tendril, or more like a snake, I guess. But surrounding that, there is this metal cage that is beating in time with your heart.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you off the top of my head.
So there's this thing in me. Do you know the origins of this tech, Kinga?
No, doesn't seem to.
Is it Jedi? Is it Sith? Is it
You can make
I can
a
guarantee
law
it's
check
not
if you want.
Jedi. I will do a lore check because I am.
I'm not going to because I have no idea what this is.
Okay.
9.
9. This is a technology you've never seen before. It's not anything you've ever come across from either Jedi or Sith.
I will date just that. But it would explain your recent cardiac issues.
Haven't been having much issues as of late ever since the handcuffs.
What do you mean?
Are they still on, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had any of those things. It feels blank. It's nice.
Yeah, because the handcuffs cut you off from the Force, if you remember.
Would you indulge me for a moment?
Okay.
Would you stay in the scanner while we remove the handcuffs? To see how this reacts. You have my word, if it is averse, we will put the cuffs back on.
If you're going to do this, would you be smart enough to get some guards?
There's definitely a Neke nearby.
I would feel more comfortable.
Are you
with-
saying you're going to run, Inicio?
I don't know. I don't know what this thing is, but I'd rather have safe than sorry.
I feel we will be just fine.
Alright.
There are 3 Padawans in here to help me.
Well, you get from that comment, you get different reactions. You see Getchel sort of frowns for a second as a really. Curie sort of starts to reach to her lightsaber, clearly a bit nervous, and Vigo sort of nods like, "Yeah, we can fucking take him. Like, I got this. I'll solo this bitch."
Alright.
That one survives.
Alright. I'm gonna trust him. And he offers his cuffs.
Okay. You slipped cuffs.
I'll slip the cuffs off him.
As you sort of break the cuffs off of Anisio, a few things happen. There's a sigh of, as the Force floods back into you, Anisio. Kind of like Theoden in Lord of the Rings gripping his sword as it's given to him by Gandalf. You know, the strength returns to your fingers. You instinctively reach for your lightsaber as a comfort. In turn, Vigo reaches for his. No, but as in like you instinctively reach for where it would be, that weight that you take as a comfort. Your body feels stronger as the Force floods into you. And then the pain hits. A burning stab of woof of pain. And I need you to roll me 2 things. A Constitution saving throw. And a separate death saving throw.
Okay.
I am taking a recording of all of this that's happening in his chest, given he's still on the same frequency.
Sounds good.
And a death saving throw.
Cool.
So I need
Con
to roll
save.
20.
Okay. Death save you pass. On the 23, I will say, Kingar, also make a tech check at advantage.
As this happens, Indio is just in a jolt of pain, basically having a spasm on the floor.
19.
19. Immediately there's a bang as a signal leaves Inisio using his data holonet. Like a signal beeps out of him for a split second, but then he passes that con save and it's smothered. But for a second, there's a beep.
I'll put the cuffs back on.
Okay. Secondly, you were observing the creature, or the tendril, I should say, in Nezio, weren't you, when you took it off?
Yeah.
It expanded. Have you seen like the ending of it's the alien Calvin? Starts off as like a tiny little blob and then gets bigger and bigger and bigger throughout the film.
They're on like the spaceship and what ends up back on Earth.
Yeah, it does. You know how the life pod looks at the end of the film where it just spreads everywhere like sinewy? Inside Anesio, for a split second, as Kaleem makes those saves, this thing whoops. And then, with little arcs of lightning that are clearly the cause of the pain in Anesio's chest, it is essentially tased and dragged back inside that cage.
Brilliant.
Happy days.
Brilliant. It wasn't nice.
No, but it seems, Nizio, whatever is inside that cage connects to the Force.
Good.
So, you click the, what's it called? The handcuffs back on. And Anesio, immediately there is that loss, that detachment that you're so used to the rest of the living world. But the pain is also gone. You're cut off from whatever lives inside you.
Well, that's good. Maybe this could be a solution until we can find out more about it.
A temporary fix at best, Inizio. The longer you are cut off from the Force, the more impactful its return will be.
Correctly understood from the fact that you had to make a death save. That was because you'd been cut off for so long. Like, that was the resurgence.
So, keep I don't know, can this come in color size or something? Or bracelet?
It's
I'm not going to
possible.
collar you, Inizio.
That would not be good for the image, literally collaring a Sith. However, it is an interesting point. Yes, it would be possible to create a force dampening device like this.
Obviously, here in the med bay, there's less risks involved in running this, but think about in the field, Inizio. One stray blaster bullet snipes one of those cuffs, it would not be good.
Yeah.
But it might buy us time for me to figure out how to remove that thing.
Do you mind if I just go back to the cage for a moment? I'd like to just go back to that cell. Just stay in one place for now.
Anito, you're fine to stay here. We still have more tests to run. Besides, when was the last time you had a medical?
Who is the arthritis?
And I'm going to start running like Inizio through a battery of tests.
I tell you what, Kaleem, roll me one of each test. Strength, dex, con, intelligence. You know, it's the whole, putting the cube goes in this hole. No! The cube goes in the... No!
Where does the circle go? That's right, it goes in the square hole.
That's the one, yeah. So just roll me one of each check and then we'll go over to Katie. Oh yes, a nat one on the decks. At some point in the last 5 minutes, Inisio broke his ankle.
Hope Sionte's doing alright. Sorry, I'm in a bad
Oh, this is great.
It's so good when it's not me.
Even better.
I will say, look at it. Look at these rolls.
I passed the curse on! Let's fucking go!
Looking at these rolls, Inisio is Inisio is just a jock. He's absolutely.
I mean, I had to deal with this ship for a year. You're not like crashing after 1 day.
You put Inisio through a rigorous series of like logic puzzles, endurance tests. You go to put him on a treadmill to run on a treadmill, and he trips, smacks into the treadmill, and like goes unconscious for a minute. Later down the line, a charisma check is also like his ability to like talk, and like you put him through a series of tests where you're like, I am a thistle sifter, I thistles, you know, like tongue twisters, and he ends up getting so angry he enters a barbarian rage and just screams "cunt" at Vigo for a solid minute.
I didn't know he was British.
Kingar, Inisio has failed every check except strength. This man needs a rigorous new daily routine. Drink a lot more water, as he reveals to you he only drinks bantha milk. He's malnourished. He's suffering from dysentery. There's all these.
Lactose intolerance. Why are you drinking milk?
It's a physical man. We'll win these, Nova.
We are keeping him here. I'm like running through a plan. Like I'm getting the other Padawan. Like my.
It's a full fucking intervention.
I'm just sitting here going like, I wish Sionte was here.
So.
Don't worry. He's got a medical coming up as well.
What was that, Jacob?
And this.
The only plan that's going to be useful for him is a plan B.
So,
I will say if any of the other party members come into the med bay while this is all happening, they will be ran through a medical as well.
Excellent. Oh, that's funny as fuck.
I am also going to send off a request to the Jedi Temple for any information regarding kind of not medical practices, but life forms or parasitic life forms centered around the chest region.
Okay. You get a pretty quick response, all things considered. There's various that it could be. Like I can't remember what they're called, but there's basically like carcass worms from Mensolan, the the brain, the mind worms, the brain parasites. I think the Clone Wars have an episode on them.
Yeah, the Geonosian brain worm.
However, none of them reside in the heart, which is the odd thing. That's the thing that catches you as strange.
Yeah, Kinger's going to like throw himself into studying while his Padawan start Initio on his new routine.
Okay.
Can I do an insight on each of the Padawans?
What are you looking for?
Someone that just stands out. I don't know, like I don't know, anyone that is like, I don't know, they don't like me or they resent me or.
Okay, yeah, just roll an insight.
because I feel like. No, what? Why were you there? Why weren't you there with the charisma? You bastard! Anyway, I got a nat 20.
On a nat 20, Getruel sort of just gives you the same look many people give you. You're a Sith, he doesn't trust you. Vigo is seems to just sort of be getting on with his job. He doesn't question, he just is just doing his job. And Kiri, it's almost worse. Kiri gives you pity. And that's what I'll give you on that.
Right.
So,
India was just
no,
yeah.
go. No, go on.
India was just nod and just get on with the test.
So, as the full medical is had, sorry, 1 second. My mic's being stupid again. I'm just going to turn off the noise suppression because it's screwing everything up. Okay. So.
That's a little static.
Oh, is it?
Just suddenly like a swarm of bees just swarm.
How about now? How about now?
Oh, lesser.
No more bees.
What about now?
Perfect.
Lower.
You're like,
bees.
yes.
Is this any better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll stick with this for now then. So.
Swarm of bees.
You're like, yeah.
Moving back over to the cabin, Katie, you click open this case, taking a bit of time to use some of your training to just slice into its tech. Inside there are a number of files. However, actually I just need to check. 80% of what you're looking at has been redacted. Place names, people, it's all been blacked out, cut out. But there are photographs. You see a structure being built, like a massive sort of metal wireframe cage. And it's only through multiples of this structure that you see the framing. This thing is about the size of a moon. Think Death Star in construction, but more square and blocky. Don't worry, it's not a Death Star. You sort of place those photos to one side, and then you step back with a "Ugh!" as the next photo is of a dead man. But his features are completely flaccid. His skin drapes like curtains. His eyes and mouth are sort of completely shut, kind of like one of those dogs with the wrinkles falling down from the brow over the eyes. He's wearing what appears to be Jedi-esque robes. And you take out another photo, and this one's even worse. As this one, the eyes have been pulled back, revealing he is completely hollow. The mouth has been propped open, the eyes missing. That is what you see.
Bum.
I hope that's coming up for you.
I see Joe Biden. I'll have like a more disgusted reaction from Katie.
I'll put it on the screen again.
More disgusted. Anyway.
That's what you see.
Me waiting for Half-Life 3.
So, what would you like to do? I can't just give you stuff. What would you like to do?
Don't even know. if there's any more information, I guess.
Okay. What specifically would you like to look for? I can't give you random stuff.
Okay. Like, what's going on? What happened to this person?
Okay.
You could inspect the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Just roll me a little invest. All of the above. Roll me a little investigation check.
Insight, is he properly dead? Or is he just fucking seeking attention?
Is he attention seeking? The hollow dude.
I rolled a 29.
Okay. On a 29, you look into this photo. And a few minutes go by, but I will confirm that those are 100% Jedi robes. This person, whoever he was. True. That's true, but these are definitely Jedi robes, I will inform you. On a 29, you look into the background of the image. You look into what's been going on behind this person. And you begin to piece together a location. It looks strange. It takes a minute, but eventually you think you recognize a desert planet with giant statues to the Sith. And there's only one planet that has a description like that. Korriban.
Okay. So that's where I need to go to investigate.
So, would you like to inform the party of what's everyone else doing? So I know some of you were following Katie for the sake of...
Yeah, I'm about to see about trying to knock on the door to see if she can bring out the reading materials.
Come on, I want the Bible.
Okay. As you sort of approach the door, you come up across the droid who sort of just tilts his head. Entry is barred.
No, that's fine. I'm not looking to enter. If anything, I'm looking for the opposite.
The opposite.
Well, yes, I'm, see if your, mistress is ready to come out.
I will discover this. And it turns and pokes its head through the door. Mistress, is your private session concluded? The blue man would like to enter. Katie?
Does she... It hasn't really... Is it secret, really?
Not necessarily. Pardon me. Beep boop. How can I sneeze?
She will let him in and just...
Okay. As you enter, Kite, you can see all around, scattered around the room, these photos and documents. Is it worth, for the sake of getting everyone involved, having you, like, at the table with these documents? Like, you bring them out and discuss them?
Bring the body.
No, there's no body in the suitcase. It's a photo of a body.
Not with that attitude.
Fuck's sake.
Flashlight.
Oh my god, I can't do that.
No, for fuck's sake. Well, it's either that or my mic cuts out, so suck it up.
It's so funny that it's so loud, like the mic is your...
I don't know why. It's just me, apparently, that has this problem. From every keyboard I get. So annoying.
Sorry,
Well,
I'll be
that's
right back. I just gotta go take a piss.
Fair.
Permission granted.
So, this photo is shown around the room. Each of you has an opportunity to look at it. What would you like to do? I'm not gonna, you know, I can just show you a photo. You can just burn it if you want, but...
I guess at the end of this, she will burn it because it's got someone else's document who's now been murdered. Like, I could have. No?
Hey, don't think about burning it, because this. I understand it's very morbid, but this could be useful.
I don't plan on doing it soon, but I thought having the when there's, you know, a killer. What?
The fact you have these documents. Did you notice anything within them that could relate to anyone, anything, any faction?
I'm not sure. I want to know how it's involved with the huts. I guess since it was them that their representative who had it. Are they the ones that are doing it?
Make an investigation and check into the document.
That's what I'm asking about. If these documents might have a link to an organization, the Jedi, the Republic, the Sith, whoever. If it has that link, then it may be the reason they got murdered to hide this.
Well, if you need to ask these questions have answers, but I can't give them all to you on like one dice roll. You need to ask me specific questions, and we'll roll to see what I can answer. That's the way I want to do this because there's a lot here. I just need to make sure I give it to you in the right way.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much information as I can out of what you've seen from it before going any further.
So, what were we rolling investigation for there? I forget. The 16 was generally... What was the 16 for?
For the huts involved.
Okay. On a 16, you can see that some parts of this document, despite having been... I don't understand how my typing can be that loud. I don't get it.
I'm back.
For the most part, honey, what you see, these documents are copies of copies. Like I say, they've been heavily redacted. They've been heavily redacted. The lady who had them, Genora Veo, appears to have made copies of the originals, but was only able to get her hands on these versions of them, if that makes sense.
So that doesn't...
Essentially, okay, so... I don't want to... Okay, she stole them.
Oh!
These are copies of copies. These are stolen documents.
Jesus. But why did she have these? Nothing makes sense.
Well, if she had them, maybe she was trying to send them to the hut or to whoever it is. If this is the case, then clearly whoever killed her might have found out she stole them.
Maybe that's a good point. Like maybe this is why they killed her, for knowing this, that this is that top secret.
Of course, that's at best circumstantial evidence, but it's at least a good starting point.
Hmm.
I should keep reading through these to see if there's anything else that I need to know.
If you hand through the documents to some of the others here, we may be able to sound through quicker.
Can Groban be trusted?
You sat right there.
Is that really a question you're asking? To Senator Groban?
Hmm? Sorry, I was eating my ramen.
Now that's my Groban.
Get Robin.
Oh, I sell them now. They put me on the packaging. You got Groban.
This ain't fair.
I'll give it some time. I'm sure I can figure out a business deal for you to get your face on a different form of packaging.
The last time
No,
Bobby's...
it's not about that. It's the fact that he has ramen and I don't.
Would you like some ramen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going
And he
for it.
brings up a crate of noodles and just puts it on the table.
How much do you have?
I told you, I am the face of Groban's Grub.
Do you have an endless supply of this shit?
No, I have a crate. What flavor do you want? Sizzling Sith? Jubilant Jedi? Ewok? No.
Like the Ewok one.
Oh, right. A man who likes his cream. And he hands it over to you.
Hey, don't judge me, right? I'm having a massive hangover right now.
Okay. How about a Groban bubble tea?
Yeah, fucking why not?
A raunchy republic.
A raunchy republic. Ah, man of taste, I see.
Juicy Jedi. What flavors?
So, as Groban hands out pot noodles for everyone, who would like to ask what about the... Mate, who would like to ask what?
I would like to ask why the party's still not going to that planet to rescue the slaves.
Because we're currently doing an investigation of Inicia.
Okay then. Oh, is there anything about Anizio in here?
Roll investigation check, good question.
His newts? What the fuck?
I get the smarts.
I didn't know he had an OnlyFans account.
DC was 25.
28.
DC 25, as you thumb through the documents, there is indeed, through the various bits that have been redacted, you do find one bit that was missed, which simply refers to the Renatus project.
Oh. Interesting.
That's it. That's all you get. Is those two words, Renatus project.
Can I try and like decipher it, or is that not possible?
What do you mean by decipher? It's not like there's stuff. It's not coded. Stuff has been actively omitted from, like, you know, cut out.
Renatus project. Isn't that Inzio's last name?
It is. But what could he have to do with any of this? But are these two things related? Is there anything similar between the two documents outlining the Renatus project and the Jedi who have been...
It is the same document.
It's the same document!
It would appear that this hollowed out Jedi is a test patient of the Renatus project. And as you are looking at that picture of the Jedi, I would like Ziante and Oz to make law checks at advantage. The law checks.
Holy shit. Both 20s.
Also, I hope I sound a little bit better now. I've turned on noise suppression on Discord again.
Well, you're not cutting out, so.
Yeah, well, that's a lot. So in 20 and 20, you both recognise this person. It's hard to see from the way the skin and the cheeks have been sunken in. It's really not easy to fucking spot. But eventually you recognise a human in his late 50s. The bone structure is familiar. And then you sort of flash back to the many times the librarian of the Temple of Coruscant told you to stop being so fucking difficult. To return your holocrons in the correct data slates. And you recognise Master Helesk. How this relates to the party is that he is essentially your Grandmaster. In the sense of Master Helesk was the man who trained Masters Epiphany and Yun-Sa, the Kingar's and Inisio's masters respectively. This is the guy who trained your master's masters.
Oh, shit, it's Helisk.
He's kind of not like a Yoda figure, but more, think like the Kiadi-Mundi. He's old, he's been around the block, people kind of know him, you know.
You know, he used to love bowling nights.
Damn, it's true. Damn, write that down, that's been made canon.
Why is Master Helisk in his documents?
Who are they?
Very old master. Basically taught the master that taught some of the current Jedi's on the ship.
Helisk was very long-lived for his species. When you think Yun-Sa was roughly, as I'm being reminded, 200 years old, Helisk lived to a strong 250. Like, as a human. This is a guy who simply refused to fucking die. You know? He's of that character.
God damn.
Could he have been...
Power of the Force. You know.
The Grim Reaper came by, they played rock, paper, scissors, he won, he lived.
Do you know if he stayed at the temple?
Not
Did he
really
go
sure.
somewhere else?
I can't say comfortably on that. The question, I spent most of my time out on the streets with another master.
Ziote? Might you know?
Just to confirm the name again.
Helisk.
Helisk.
It is not a name that I am familiar with.
You would have known of Helisk. At least. But he's not your, you know,
Yeah.
he's not, you're not a direct relation to him, essentially.
Yeah, what I'm asking, how?
Just from being around the temple. He was a known figure. Like I say, he's like the Kiadi-Mundi of his time. He was just a dude. However, there are other photos in this folder. Which you guys can investigate. These ones are damaged. So to recognise them, you require investigation checks.
I'll give it a
Roll
go.
investigation. Investigation,
Okay.
here we go. Ah, well, you can't win all of them.
On an 18, in the other photos, they're all of the same body. They're all of this hollowed out fit. You know, all the bone is gone. He's being. You can see like where the mouth has been opened. It's being propped open by little metal, like struts, essentially, like scaffolding. This is just a skin sack that's been opened up. Now, what's interesting is that he, in one of these pictures, he sort of stood up, his arms like T-posing, like a classic model like render, right? Butt naked, to the point where you can like see all the skin is flopping down and dragged. And in the background of the photo, just to the left, his belongings have been folded neatly and stacked. And there's a pair of lightsabers. Now, what's strange is that Master Hellisk was a notorious traditionalist. He refused to even acknowledge the existence of the saber spear, of the double-bladed lightsaber, of wielding 2 lightsabers. That was for the kids, you know? So it's very strange to see him with 2 lightsabers.
Force thing. As in, like, force to participate. Are there any other photos?
There's a couple. Again, if you're looking, I need to know exactly what you guys are looking for. I have details. I need you guys to come up with what, like, you know, looking in reflections, identifying the lightsabers, trying to see if there's any surgical marks on him. Like, I need you guys to ask the questions. That makes sense? Because otherwise I'm just giving you stuff, and this could change the flow of the campaign. So I need it to be a proper investigation.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, check if like one of the 2 lightsabers is actually his lightsaber.
I can tell you straight up, one of them is his lightsaber, a very mundane, relatively ornate-looking one. The other is not his. It's far too ornate. It's curved like Count Dooku's.
Smart thing.
Charisma save.
Now, this is a project that we're seeing other test subjects. Or we may need the expert in the more medical realm, and that would be to try and contact Kingo to get his insight.
We can have everyone come join, if needed. So the first...
I think that's what I'm going to try and do.
Yeah, we can easily send a message over to Kingar and Anizio and have them brought here.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Well, out of interest, what do you specifically say to them?
Could you send Kinga and Inizio down to the quarters? There is
Right.
a requirement of some expertise of their knowledge. This is of the utmost importance at the moment.
Okay. Ziante, what are you looking for? Liam?
Yeah.
I'm trying. I have no idea.
Okay.
I
Well, in that
genuinely
case, I will lead into it, and I will give you, just roll me a perception check. If you look under arts, by the way, I'll show you the 2 lightsaber hilts. The one on the right is Master Hellisk's, much more practical, mundane, just a tube, right? The other one is much more innate. It almost looks a bit steampunky. What have we got? 14. It's not a high DC. There's something familiar about the curved lightsaber, the ornate one.
What familiarization?
I need an insight check for your own memory.
Wouldn't be Master Houses, was this?
No, Master Helsix was the really mundane one. It was the really, like, practical one. This is the curved one.
9.
9. you've definitely seen that lightsaber hilt before. May have been some time ago, but it's so familiar to you. Like when you've played a video game every day for years, and then a decade later you see a trailer for it or something, you know?
Well, the remake of The Last of Us, what the fuck?
So, around this sort of time as you guys are looking into the sabers, we'll have Inizio and Kingar arrive. And of course, what's her name would have arrived as well by now, Kiana. There you go. Bring them into here.
You called for us?
Please take a seat and just prepare yourselves for some disturbing imagery. Expertise in the medical field. I feel the need of someone of your skill to examine what we have.
Fiona, there's a data space in my room on basic training. Will you go read it, please?
She goes, oh, but I want to help. What if this is related to Mum and Dad?
And I will tell you later. For now,
Okay. Okay.
Is there anyone who can escort the child? For the love of
Well, she's only going over into like your chain over here, like into your room, right?
Yeah.
Like
Why
she's
my room?
not your room, Kingar's. Kingar's just sending her away so she doesn't see all the horror.
Like, if Kingar has been called to look at pictures, they're clearly medical. There's going to be something that you don't want a child to see.
Maybe you do. So, as you look at them, I'd like a medical check from Kingar, and I'll make an insight for you as well, Kaleem.
Okay, an insight from me.
Yep.
Oh, so
I was going to say,
15.
like the help action with Kinga specifically.
Okay. Give it a reroll.
okay, reroll them.
Now, what was it you specifically wanted from the medical side of things, team?
Wait, did you say insight or medicine?
For you, Kaleem, insight.
17 with the reroll.
17, okay.
I was hoping for kind of potential understanding of anything medically left showing, like potential scarring and what it could indicate.
Yeah. Okay. On the 17, you see a photo that's slightly damaged, but it shows Master Helisk's chest. And it is clear that his heart has been cut out. There is a massive incision above where his heart would be.
Yeah, I will. Someone has removed his heart. Why?
I ask this because these are documentation from what we can kind of see is a Sith project called Project Renatus. I'm sure that name rings a bell. Looking behind.
Please tell me Kaleem doesn't recognize it. You know who that is, right, Kaleem? Okay, thank God. Yeah, you had me for a second there, mate.
I should have just gone with him. They're like, oh, I didn't know.
I've never heard of this man.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Are there any more images besides this one?
Um.
I assume I've only been handed the one.
Oh, I see what you mean. There's kind of there's a number of images equal to the amount of plot you guys are able to unveil, if that makes sense. I've got a number of bullet points, but it depends on what you guys like. Once you start failing rolls, you're out of photos, essentially.
Yeah. Can I tell you what I'm looking for? Just in case it's a lucky guess. Or will I message you?
No, tell me what you're looking for. Just remember that it needs to be something that you know in character. It can't be an out of character lore knowledge.
Yeah. So Finger, he's seen this cage around Inizio's heart. The Jedi Master's heart is removed. And I believe you said there was other images of like a cage-like thing. I was wanting to see if the cage resembled the one that is around Inizio's heart.
Yes, it does. It is simply a massive version of it. No, times 20,000 in scale.
I want to study those to see if you can give me any ideas of how to remove the one in Inicio.
Okay. So what? So yes, it's. Oh dear. Okay. Yes, it is basically the same. It is a very, very similar cage. Just to let you guys know, Liam is having a splitting migraine and is sending his love, but it's going to drop for the evening. Man feels like shite, so hopefully you feel better, Liam. We'll chat to you in a bit, buddy.
Didn't he already leave the call?
He did, but he's also probably in stream, so just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, bless him. That's not nice. Not nice at all. Cool. So my apologies. Yes, you are. What are you looking for exactly? The cage does look like a scaled up version of the one wrapped around Inizio's heart.
I'm mainly looking for kind of closure points, like where the cage would, where like the pins, the cage would be closed, like the clasps.
Hmm.
Like, is there a clear?
On the larger one, there's no clear entrance exit. It looks more like the cage is being built around something, but you can't see what. The photo is so heavily damaged and blurry and like most of it's blacked out. You can't tell what. The one on Inizio, you can see there is like a very, very thin seam to the edges of the sphere.
I see.
What else are we looking for, team?
Could I use my proficiency in basically like calligraphers, like the penmanship writing equipment?
Yeah.
I try and get a read of what might be redacted.
That's going to be a hell of a high roll, but I'll allow it. Investigation. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be an investigation check.
Can I give him the help action?
Yes, but also looking at your 16, Kaleem, because the DC was 15 on the previous one, that lightsaber, the ornate one, you remember actually sparring with it a few times. It was a close friend of your master. What's her name? Epiphany. That lightsaber belonged to Master Dresh Bar, which is really annoying. He left 2 seconds ago because that is Liam's master. That is the man who saved Liam from Camino.
That.
Just so you know, annoyingly he left, but yeah.
I'm going to be using my critical analysis
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to add my charisma to this roll as well.
Good shit. Okay. On a 25, there's various things you can see that have been redacted. But you are able to look at one of these photos, and on the clear metal table where the body of Master Hellisk has been laid out, there's a moment of brilliance as you focus and you squint, and you can just about make out a face in the reflection of the table. But of course, Kite, you have you wouldn't know who anyone is.
I think I
Look
might.
over at Inzio.
You do see a similarity. Make an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, baby, yes, let's go! I'm 100% going to use my last superiority dice.
What do I need to add on to this roll, Jacob?
What are you rolling on to? You don't need to roll anything, Kalim.
Oh, I don't need to roll anything? You said roll an insight.
On Jacob.
No, I'm
For Jacob.
Yeah, I'm adding
Oh.
my superiority die.
Hey, it said Renatus, but it didn't say Anesio.
That's true. It just said Project Renatus.
Yeah.
Kite. Roll away.
Last name, yes. Who else?
Alright.
Man's more than willing to self-incriminate. It's great.
I don't know who. Yes, I don't know who else is called Renatus. Other than
19.
myself.
On a 19, Jacob, that is Anesio. There is no doubt about it. That is Anesio. It is the same person.
Shit.
Or you can... It's slightly disfigured because it's a metal table that the reflection is in. But it's the same red tendrils that go down below the chin. It is the same structure to the face, the same piercing blue eyes. It's Anesio. Oh, sorry, piercing orange eyes. It's Anesio.
Could I try and understand how old these documents may be? No, they're copies, never mind.
They're copies, I'm afraid you have no idea.
Damn.
I reckon. Do I remember?
Make an insight check, Liam.
Yeah, I am making that public knowledge. I'm not.
Okay.
Would that be a history check or an insight check?
Insight on yourself, Kalim.
11.
You don't have any memory of this. You don't remember killing Master Hellisk, but your memory's faulty at the best of times.
How old do I look like in that picture?
Impossible to tell. It's like I say, you're looking into the background of a photo on the reflection of a metal table. It's impossible to tell. But it's definitely the same eyes, the same tusks. The giveaway is the tendrils. The tendrils are the same, right?
That lightsaber belongs to Xian Tei's master. He looks. Xian Tei, you look.
Zionte blacks out from shock and goes paraplegic on the floor.
Oh fuck. Can we get a doctor in here?
No, ignore and please just.
Right.
I'd like to take
He's fine.
Yep.
He's fine. It's just shock. It's like, I mean, I'm the own thing.
Oh, they just do that, I see.
Yeah, the blood has a hard time getting to the brain with that neck.
I just used the force to, like, put him to bed.
Force sleep.
I actually had that.
So the Jedi did this to me.
Did you say that the Jedi did this to you?
It's Deontay's master's lightsaber in those images.
Yes, but also in the images is his master flayed open.
I should stress it's not Deontay's master that's been hollowed out. It's
that's why I said his master.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Bob. I sometimes listen.
So confused. I'm so.
Could it be a potential? Hang on. Kinga, you might. Do you know how long ago you picked up Inzio?
Enzio's been a member of the temple since he was 4 or 5 years old. No procedures like this have ever been authorized to my knowledge.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's slightly relevant to a question you've already said no to.
Okay. Hey, rewording questions is 80% of D&D. That's fine.
The reflection we saw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to see how the exact age. I just want to know. I just want to kind of guess if it's a child or an adult.
It is an adult.
Okay.
Now Kaleem's going to tell me he's a child, but he is not. Inizio is also an adult.
That lying fuck.
Inzio, have you been having any problems or anything recent?
I mean, medical wise, legal wise, yeah.
Any?
Heart problems? I remember when I was. I remember when I was little. I did. And I lived towards Kinga. I did get really angry when I was little and attacked.
Yes, like most scared younglings. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Let's keep the adult side of things, considering what we see here. You said you had heart issues. Kinga, do you... I'm assuming he's come to you about this already.
Yes, we are currently dealing with this.
Okay. I'm trying to ask questions and I can't unless I get told this information. You haven't told us anything about the bomb.
Anything about the what? Oh, the bomb, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't ask questions until I know it. And I tried to set you up.
Oh,
tell us, and you just went, yeah, it's a thing.
Could it?
It's a medical thing. It's a medical thing.
No,
I would not disclose this to you.
No, I 100% get that.
Katie, hang on, before you do. Katie, you were saying?
This is definitely him. Could it be like when we nap? I would people.
Oh, you may want to repeat yourself, honey. You cut out while you were talking there. It was
Could it be like on that planet when it was a clone of Anisio?
potentially.
Like, how would I even tell if it's not really him, it's a clone, you know?
You wouldn't be able to tell without meeting them in person and feeling their presence through the Force.
Okay.
But it's an interesting line of questioning.
I look towards Kinga. You're not gonna tell him.
It is a personal medical issue, Anitio.
It doesn't
It's
matter at this
not
point.
my place as a medic to disclose such information.
Right, then, by that logic, I'm at liberty to disclose my own medical information.
That is your freedom.
I have a device on my chest, on my heart. The moment I took off my handcuffs, I went into a spasm and I almost died.
Is that a device that Kinga have placed on him?
No. I've never seen something like it before, but this cage resembles it, just on a much grander scale.
It's been a bit. You're an officer who has done investigations in the past. Is there anything in this photo that stands out to you?
Not really.
Handy.
I know, I'm trying to think of something, but nothing's coming to mind.
It's okay.
I've been struggling.
I will say then, again, when people are struggling, don't ask if I'm happy to meet you in the middle. Obviously, I want you guys to come up with your own stuff, but I will say, Oz, from your background and your history, you are very familiar with forged documents, and specifically looking for forgeries and inconsistencies. So if you like, Oz, I will let you make an insight check or an investigation check, specifically looking into the quality of the documents.
Let's do an insight, why not? I've done a lot of investigations. That was a terrible plan.
We win these. You are unable to see if these are genuine forgeries or whether they're clearly copies. However, while you can't see who originally wrote them, it is possible to work out whose account on the HoloNet they were made off of. The same way that you're sort of the same way you could sort of look into whether it's a deepfake or not, or how you would track Inisio's, the way they're calling from Inisio's communicates. Everything is logged.
So if the documents are possibly forged, we can probably find it on the logs.
Go for it. Roll me a tech check, and I'll say that this is you taking, let's say you're taking a bit of a day now with the documents and you're putting them through a machine and scanning them for any sort of, I think with Neas with you, I don't think Neas would let them out of her sight, but,
So wait, if I'm doing this then with Neas who's breathing down my neck, am I doing that with advantage?
Sound good, Katie?
Yeah, sure.
Then yes.
Yes. 19.
19. On a 19, the documents are not doctored in any way, in the sense of that is the genuine photo. There's no deep fake, there's no wizardry. However, you do get a Republic ID that's been filtered through a number of VPNs, essentially. It's been back and forth, bounced from terminal to terminal, but you're able to track it down to Dantooine. Specifically belonging to a Jedi Padawan to Knight, by the name of Felix Empides.
Fascinating. What did you say again? Dantooine?
Dantooine. I'm also surprised Kaleem hasn't reacted to that.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I'm going to be reacting when I'm told.
Okay.
Patrick, where was the planet again we were going to? Was it Dantooine or was it some other planet?
Idena was where you were headed.
Idena, yeah.
Eden. N-A. Idena.
So where is Dantooine?
I'm not sure on the galaxy map, actually. I'll have to look it up. Hang on. Dantooine is quite a well-known planet in Star Wars. It is home of a large Jedi temple on the Outer Rim. Relatively near the Empire. It's not a neutral zone. It does belong to the Republic. But it is sort of a site of constant conflict during Star Wars.
Alright. So if anything, if we want to continue then in this year's investigation, we're going to have to do it after our current mission.
Most likely, yes.
Because I don't think it would be the Jedi way to just dip on our comrades just to check up on us.
Certainly not when those comrades are adorable little wabbits who are being enslaved.
I'm going to hunt some wabbits.
Alright, I'm just going to file the execution order for an AC right now.
It's approved in seconds. There's no hesitation.
He just calls up the golden shouts like, we have the papers ready. Like, I didn't say what I wanted.
We know. It's done. Kaleem, your chest starts to get hot. Out the airlock.
I ain't cleaning up any blood.
There isn't any blood. I bet it's like pure disintegration.
I hope
So.
it's a potion.
What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to inform the team about that, about all the details. I'm just gonna say that because I can't remember any other names. I'm very bad with names. I remember Felix, that's it.
Felix Empides. I'll put it in the chat.
I struggle with names. It's not even funny at this point.
What? Felix and Petey's?
It's his idea that pops up in the papers. Apparently, his last communication was or something.
You would know Dantooine. It's on par with Coruscant as like Jedi Central.
I said it because I couldn't remember the name.
Oz fucking hates Dantooine and refuses to call it Dantooine.
It's anything with D in it. Anything that begins with D.
Ingio like kinda like puts the what I'm doing on the camera like, and he'll go like, I know him. He's a Jedi Knight, and he'll go over and like type in like a recent news report, like a news article of Felix in an interview talking about his opinion on Jedi stuff.
An interview comes up and you see this young human Jedi Knight, sort of long, sort of bridged nose, looks a bit Palpatine-y, you know? Hair flowing back. And he sort of sat back, and uncharacteristically for a Jedi, he's smoking a death stick. Sort of in like a long cigarette holder. And he... Well, you see, the war, inevitably, was started by a conflict of interest. The Sith, don't get me wrong, they've fucked up a few times. No. And he's on like one of these late night talk shows. You know, not sort of Conan, more sort of, who's the guy who's, they're making the fucking frogs gay? What's his name?
Do you understand that? Making fucking frogs gay.
Oh, what's his name? Massive Alex Jones. He's on like that sort of talk show. Specifically, he's chatting with, hi, it's Salacious Sam here. He's with that guy from the Little Leagues drama. But he sort of, You know, I'm not saying the Sith were right. They're not. They're an evil people. You know, we're fighting for history, justice. That's everything. But the Jedi aren't innocent. I'm telling you, man. It's all big Jedi. It's all up there. It's all, you know, there's all this sort of corporate shit going on. People are buying lightsabers on the black market these days. You gotta look above what the tabloids are saying and what reporters like Naeus Drock are doing, and you gotta look and read between the lines. It's this awful sort of smarmy attitude, you know, that is so unbecoming of a Jedi.
He's a Jedi Knight. You may have interacted with him a few times, and if you don't remember, you also punched him in a sparring match. You might not have remembered.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
You vaguely remember sending a 12-year-old kid flying across the room about 3 meters.
It was a very bad event. Looking towards Kingdom. Yeah,
Now, I should have punched him harder. Well, there's nothing we can do against him right now. We still have to go to that one planet where all the rabbits got kidnapped.
But why is his name on the documents? What?
We'll have to figure it out after our mission.
But what do we do
The
about me?
Kushiban require our aid.
That's true, but I can't stay handcuffed forever. Is that I wear collar or braces or something?
Well, until we can clear names, until we get to that kid, you're keeping those cuffs on because currently you're on very thin ice.
Brutal.
Perhaps we could remodify them into cuff-like bracelets.
Will they keep him in check?
So long as they're intact. And when we return to the ship and before we depart, we'll, in the med bay, release them so no issues arise.
Then, in that case, do you mind if I'd rather stay in I think it'd be for the better of the ship and better for everyone that I stay somewhere that they're constantly monitored. It's the only way that they have clear conscience and mind that they can proceed forward without further hindrance.
Benicio, you are monitored here. We are here. I gesture to the Tuaneke guard.
The Aneke sort of incline their heads, and one of them takes the helmet off. I understand it's not by choice, Master Renatus. We are simply following protocol. No one aboard the Icarus believes you are guilty.
But until we can prove it, I want eyes on you for 24/7. Kinga, when we deploy on a planet, I want you personally to look after him.
I will try.
You won't try, you will. Is that clear?
I'm just gonna give an odd look. Like, I've been looking after him for years. While I'm going, like, I know he, like, I know Inicio's personality. I know you might think I can keep him in check, but that is a really, really big assumption.
You got the best chance out of anyone.
Just make sure that you follow where he goes. I don't want him wandering off on his own.
Of course.
So, is there anything else you'd like to look into with these photographs and documents? Katie, how are you doing as well, seeing how you're the one who nicked them?
I guess, maybe she discreetly gets the droid to stop videoing and taking photos of the documents.
That's fine. The droid can do that on the quiet.
Yeah.
It's worth asking. Originally, you were looking for any signs that the Hutts were involved. Is that still something you are looking to dig into? Okay, just a little investigation check for me then.
Do we notice the droid filming us or anything?
Let me roll for the droid stealth.
Probably not very good.
It's not terrible, it's a 19. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check.
Perception.
I'll give you the help action, Wobby.
I don't need your pity, but I'll take it.
Let's have a look here.
I will never talk fine, you warn me.
No, you guys are unaware of B22 recording everything for prosperity.
Nice.
So,
Wait, we know that it's recording us?
no, you don't. That's what we just established.
Oh.
Its stealth check beat your perceptions.
I got a stealthy bot.
Beep boop.
Yes.
Might I ask, how long have you been having these heart issues?
When we got chased by a Sith cruiser that caught us by surprise, and when we were on, that's when we met Nares, and he gives her kind of like the glance. She was
Bombastic side eye.
You can also make an insight check if you want. Because those are the instances in the campaign.
With me.
Mm-hmm. The first time you really noticed it was with the incident with the ship. I don't know if I ever gave you guys its name, but my notes refer to it as the Shade, for context. But the first time you interacted with the Shade is definitely the first time you remember having these pains. But now you cast your mind back, you've always had them. Every couple of years, maybe, you'd have like a chest pain that would hit you incredibly suddenly, and, you know, there'd be a little bit of a checkup with Kingar, but it never got taken seriously in the same way. But as long as you can remember, you've had them.
Thinking back now, it has happened kind of before, but it was never serious enough. Maybe there could have been early signs of well, heart disease.
Bingo, you've been here the longest. Right?
All
As part
right.
of your temple.
Indeed. Well, I admit I mostly worked in the healing halls.
I understand that. But I feel of all the people, in you being there the longest, you may have a bit better knowledge on this. Kite's going to bring out the photos again
Mm-hmm.
of the Grand Master.
Yeah, he's not the Grandmaster, that's Satil Shan, but yes.
Oh, I know. That's like great granddad.
Yeah.
Like that grand. I need to be careful with my wording here because I know that it was a struggle to get the idea of the whole reflection stuff. But we have a very clear face shot, right?
It's not clear.
Very.
Like, the shot of Inisio's face is definitely, like, deformed.
Oh yeah, not Inisio's.
Oh, which one?
The grand.
Oh, him, yes.
Yeah. Old does That might be
Um,
a bin.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Would Kingar know when or roughly what year that the master died?
The last you knew of Hellisk, he was still alive. The last you heard of him,
Like, how long ago was that?
a couple of years maybe. At least since the start of the Galactic War.
Well, Master Helix, last I heard, it was the start of the war. He was manning the library, as always.
In the library all my life, actually. Never left it once except going with Gus here, well, covered up to his dad's restaurant. On that,
So he-
But I have a crackpot theory. It is such a shot in the dark theory.
Go on.
Could this device potentially be on the idea of artificially creating almost controlled life? The husks being a host-like symptom. And the cage being a almost heart, shall we call it? Could that be viable? Could that be possible?
From the
You don't-
scans, Inicio's heart is intact. It is there. It hasn't been replaced by something.
No, but you can confirm it's been infested by something.
Yes.
was there
Could
any
I do a medicine check on the photo? See if there was any indication of internal damage around the heart area that was not inflicted by the removal.
I can allow a medicine check for that.
I was also going to ask Bob.
Can I provide you my critical analysis, which will give you a +5 to the roll?
+5. Uh, 24.
24. You can, upon detailed inspection of Anisio, where his heart is, you are able to eventually find a tiny, no more than maybe 2 centimeters to an inch, incision scar that has almost perfectly been grafted on with fresh skin. But it is tiny, and must have been there a very long time. If you like, Pat, bounced off of that very high roll, please make an insight check.
Nice. Any advantage for knowing Inicio's
No,
story?
because on this one it's a flat, I'm afraid.
That one.
You have no idea when that mark could have been made.
Sort of a reroll rifle from a golden bolter device.
Someone could. So I will allow someone to. I will allow someone to give you the help action if you speak with them. Naeus or someone could back you up.
potentially give it if you want to, because kind of bouncing off
Yeah.
the idea of that of the theory of
Mhm.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
If Pop's fine with that.
I am fine. I am okay with it. So you would share the information that there is a small scar on Anizio's chest, and then someone else helps with the insight check. That's fine.
Yep. I'll share it with Kite, given he's
Okay.
close by. So I'll roll again.
Please do.
Rolls another nat one.
Yeah,
19. Jesus, on a 6 as well. On a 19, it is a very small scar. Certainly not enough to do anything with in a grown man. You get the feeling Anizio was operated on as a baby. We're talking heart surgery on an infant under 1 year old. Potentially before he even came to the temple.
I will share this. And I'm also going to contact the captain. Who
Yeah.
confirms our theory, or my theory, that whatever the device was implanted in Anizio before he came to the Jedi.
Okay. Voktal sort of responds with a, very well, he's still under observation, but I'll loosen the leash slightly.
Very good, Captain. We better make way for... I forget the name of the planet.
Edena, we're headed
Back
straight
up
off.
to- Good. We must
Very well.
contact our troop.
Let us be on our way then. May the force be with us all, and whoever the killer is on Daedalus, let us hope Dagny Corp find them. And let us hope we're leaving them behind.
I do apologize, everyone. There's a lot of information. I think I'm gonna head. Do you mind if I take some time to my room and just breathe?
Man is desperate to leave the campaign.
Man, I am desperate to get some. No, I'm desperate to get some time to breathe
Yeah.
and not think about this further.
I'm fine with that. I do want to ask something while you're not here.
Savage.
I don't see any issues with that.
Good. Oh, right, I can't open the door.
Use your hand.
It's already open.
Oh,
That's why you can't open it. It's already
Just go up. Use the arrow keys.
yep. I'm going to
There it is.
I'm gonna use my toes to just tap on the door and kill it. And I'm just going to.
Weird.
Fucking hand.
I don't trust him. I think we should kill him just for that.
Right, make an athletics check to make the
Outside the fucking.
Yeah, Kaleem, roll me a dexterity saving throw to not stub your toe.
Wait, dexterity saving though. I have advantage. Let's go.
You artfully close the door with your disturbingly long toes.
My long toes.
Before we continue, that was disgusting.
Want me to use signed execution form right now?
Secondly, I'm going to ask a very serious question here. What if he was planted to be picked up by you, Inga? Not like a sleeper agent, just a passive in within a Jedi temple. Being able to hear plans. Knowing the Jedi wouldn't leave a child alone. Not one with potential that they hand-picked, and might I even say, bred.
do not see why we could target.
As he says that, I'm just going to look behind at the fact that he has currently picked up a child.
She's there looking at a training manual going, this is all about meditation. Where's the punching stuff? And it's like flicking through.
From what I've seen of what seems to be some Jedi ways, picking up those with potential seems to be quite at least a hobby here.
Not so much a hobby, but a duty. Can you imagine what a child with such power would be capable of without guidance?
But you see my point, a duty that can be exploited by the Sith. You called it a duty, which almost an obligation for you. So if they plant that child somewhere in a war-torn planet, wherever you pick them up, of course when you see a child, no family around, you said it's almost an obligation for you. A duty for you to pick them up, protect them, raise them right. But you raising them right might be the reason that they wanted to leave that child there. I'm not saying Inzio's bad. I'm not saying Inzio even knows anything about this. With the pictures, the scarring, and how you guys interact. Why wouldn't someone exploit that?
I hear what you're saying, Kite. But if I start believing that, then that puts many of our philosophies in danger.
How?
I
don't say
cannot.
this in... Please go on.
I cannot look at every child in need and wonder if their parents are a spy.
I don't expect you to. That's the point. I'm not trying to attack your tenets. I'm not trying to attack your beliefs. I come from a political background. I come from a background where anything, any shady back deals can happen. And one of the things you learn is, if you see a weakness you can exploit, take it. Because that's a way to get one up on people. Learn the secrets in any way you can, and if that means, from what it seems, that means the Sith are basically creating almost a passive intelligence agency without anyone even knowing. Surely that shouldn't affect your tenant. That shouldn't affect anything like that. It's a knowledge that might need to be accepted. You say it attacks your tenants. The idea of like having to be careful of every child you try and pick up. You should do that anyways. But
Hey, Liam.
the point being, why wouldn't they exploit that? It's nothing to do with good and bad. It's about a vulnerability. Why wouldn't they exploit it? That's a question for any of you. Naeus, you're a journalist, for God's sake. You bend the truth with every other sentence you say.
Savage.
I don't think that's true.
We'll wait till the headlines come out, then we'll see. But the point being, you've got an understanding of the fact that manipulating what someone says, taking it out of context, can change an entire meaning.
It can.
Exploiting something that someone else doesn't have control over to direct the narrative. Does that not make sense?
Morally.
In a war that keeps going. Let's be honest. Morals prolong. So if someone could find a way to remove the idea of the morals being in the way, getting that information, speeding up, potentially even, let's say, hearing the plans of intercepting a Republic ship. Such as the information we were told earlier. If you can get that information, and you can exploit an enemy. Because whether we're on neutral ground here, once we leave here, are we neutral with the Sith?
This station is not neutral ground, as much as Front End would pretend otherwise. It is only as neutral as the faces you see. Other actions here, the murders that have already gone past here, prove that neutrality is in itself a fallacy.
Exactly. That's 100% correct. So the idea of a neutral ground isn't an idea of a neutral ground. It's an idea of mutual exploitation.
Coming to this station... Sorry.
Please go. No, please, go on. I've been talking for ages.
Coming to this station with the idea that we would not bear arms against anybody is, unfortunately, a mistake. We cannot do so openly, and none have done so openly against us. Yet 2 deaths now fall on our shoulders. Inzio is accused of murder. We are here to investigate the validity of those claims or not. The Sith are not idly sitting by, and my previous ventures with Darth Valtris prove the point. Whilst you were all, and I don't sound it, whilst you are all idly looking at your own interests, I had the opportunity to speak with Darth Valtris. Neutrality is a weakness she is exploiting. We as Jedi do not openly aggress, but there are other forms of victory aside from aggression, and we need to prove whether or not Sith are guilty of this. We need to prove Zio's innocence, and I think the first step toward that being exposing that this station is far from neutral.
It's worth mentioning as well, Liam, because it happened literally just after you left. they were able to work out who the second lightsaber belonged to. It belonged to your master, Dresh. What's the same? Where is it? Here it is. Second master lightsaber, curved, ornate Dresh bar is the second lightsaber.
And that my own master's lightsaber was used on this endeavor as well proves the fact that this is personal against us all.
So the lightsaber isn't the one that was used to kill someone. It's the one it was in the background of the photo, the Hollow Man photo. Sorry, I don't want to mislead you.
Well, this project in and of itself is irrelevant. It proves the fact that there is personal vendettas here.
Yes, that's fair.
I'm not sure how much you had basically my fucking crackpot idea. Basically on the idea that King of Boundaries, skin grabbed it, that looks like it was from. It looks like the operations on a child, on like a barely 1-year-old, if not younger child. And Kite's basically got on the idea of like, with everything going on, with how it seems, he is almost passive surveillance in the idea of he doesn't even know this is happening. Whatever's inside of him is basically it's exploiting the weakness of the Jedi. In the sense they'll pick up those with potential, those that aren't in need, without very much kind of look to themselves for the security. So on the idea of they planted Incio on the planet for someone like Kingar to take in, and they've been getting almost passive intelligence from Incio as he's grown.
It's possible.
The idea that I have is a dangerous one, and one that would not fall in us being beholden in any kind of light. But once we are proving that neutrality is but a fallacy aboard this station, I believe it is in the interest of the Republic stating a foothold here, either by the negotiation or not. We are not going to find the answers that we need on this station under the guise of neutrality.
You're welcome to go and beat the shit out of the Sith if you want. Drag her onto the ship outside of a neutral zone and get some fucking answers. She's still on the station.
Unfortunately, Zonte, we do not have the luxury of time. As we speak, the Twilight Fleet is under attack. We must move forward.
Very well then. Kingar, your assistance will be required, as is yours, OZ. Need to procure answers from Darth Valtris. She is the head Sith in this sector that we know of, and will hold knowledge of what is happening. I'm not as blind to believe that there are alternative motives to her persistent presence here.
Jacob's about to fucking kill you all.
Would you care to?
You're not in a position.
Explain.
In any form of negotiation, even in negotiations that involve beatings, the one who holds the upper hand, the one who has all the cards, is the only one with actual power. What cards do you have over there?
Very little, I will confess.
And what cards do you think she has over you? You even admitted to talking to her. Did you say anything? Even potentially damaging?
None to myself.
None to yourself, but how about to the Order? How about to the other members here? Could anything be taken out of context?
Everything can be taken out of context, say.
That's the point.
So what
If we
say you?
have
Do
very
you...
little cards, if we have very little cards to hold against her, and we don't know what cards she holds against us, what do you plan on doing to get any information out?
Well, it appears that you disagree with my idea.
Die.
I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing with the idea. What I'm doing is putting things into more of a realistic perspective. I haven't lived under the Jedi way. I don't know fully how the Jedi do things. But I understand the way that the real world interacts with each other. Even the shady deals from in the back doors. These types of deals, the ones that truly do happen. And you need power. Whether it's knowledge, wealth, any of these things. These are what you hold. These are the cards you have. And you then have to play a very, very precious game to come out on top. And if you don't have the cards to play, you may just lose everything.
The
This is why
standpoint
I
is
say
that
you need to be careful.
standpoint that
think about
Inzio
what-
stands to lose everything is the poignant factor here. Unfortunately, we are not all blessed with political intrigue. Say.
It's not political intrigue that I call it. It's common sense.
Very well then.
This is why you need to be careful. It's why I almost laughed at the idea of what Inzio did in that room with the Hutt representative. His diplomatic style was try and pull on the heartstrings of someone he doesn't know.
Then by
That
all
was a
means,
card
put
he didn't
forward a
know.
solution. Because at this time it is merely all conjecture.
Yes, I agree, it is conjecture. But it's conjecture that's going to potentially save your ass. I'm not saying we shouldn't negotiate. I'm not saying we shouldn't do whatever in this way. Because that information is vital. All I'm saying is, you better have the cards. If you want to succeed, any chance of success. It doesn't matter how persuasive, how talkative, how seductive you can be.
Well,
Because in the end of the day, that doesn't matter. Not in the grand scheme of things. Not when people know how to play the game.
As I say,
They'll see right through.
I wait for an alternative.
An alternative right now. Clear the blockade, or the ambush that's about to happen. It's probably already started, but at least we can save what little's left. If she returns to wherever, or to whoever the fuck she stays with, within the Sith, accept that your chance to do anything, your chance to interrogate, has gone. Move on and
There's no
save and find the cards we can get.
There's no guarantee that she is even still on the station, Zante.
Bob said she was.
She most likely is.
Okay, so.
But you don't know if she's going to be there and however long this is going to take.
More to the point, and I'm not persuading one way or the other, you don't know who's with her. She's very unlikely to have come alone. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like I said, it is possible. Go onto the station, track her down. If that's
just a theory.
If that's the way you guys want to roll, that's the way you roll.
To be fair, that information kind of comes in the idea of holding the cards. If we don't know she has other people, we don't know what cards she has.
I would like to know what our plan is, where we are moving and how we're going about it. You have information, a lot of strong information. But the question still lies in, is you do have a duty to the people of Vendena?
I thought we were at the stage where we know the Felix on Dantooine has something to do with the documents in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
But we're with the time crunch of dealing with the ambush and the slaves. So I thought we were planning on doing that next.
To my knowledge, that is the plan to my knowledge, but I'm always happy to be surprised.
Provide relief towards that ambush effect, and then sort out the shit in Adena.
Well, the ambush is at Adena, I should stress.
Yeah. But also the shit at Adena is referring to like
everything that's going on.
Yeah, the Kushaban and all that shit.
Katie, what were you going to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't.
Oh, I thought I heard you talking.
I don't know.
No, she made a joke about, it's a theory, a game.
Got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's focus on the information we know currently. Let's ponder on what we have in thoughts. Let's go deal with certainty right now. And the certainty at current is the ambush. Is that at least agreeable?
Like the plan?
Thank you, Oz.
Agreed. We have a duty to the people.
Groban, how are your noodles going?
Groban's not been listening to a word of what's been said. Last I checked in, something about a baby.
That's fine, Groban. How are your noodles?
Good.
Good?
Well, solid. Okay. So, what is the plan?
I believe go to the bunny planet and help there.
Okay.
Yep.
If I got it right.
Yeah, the provide relief to against the ambush.
Okay. I will say, just for the sake of if anyone's going to go rogue or do anything, it does take about an hour before you can take off. Like, you know, there's going to be a bit of time, like, for final, like, shopping or... Oh, God, it's still incredibly incriminating that Kaleem went and bought loads of lightsaber parts before someone died of a lightsaber. But is there any final stuff you want to do here before we get out of, essentially, this relatively safe township?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Naeus is gonna burn those documents.
Okay, do you make your own copies first, or you just get rid
I've
of
got
all...
plenty of copies.
Okay, so you have the droid whip up your own copies.
Outwardly to the party, she's burning them.
Wait,
Why?
what? Why?
We can't let anyone get a hold.
Then hide it.
Like, hang,
If Katie wants to burn them, they are her documents to keep and do with.
is that not just if you burn them, then we won't be able to recall on any of the information. We might be able to look in them further once we get more information, more context.
I don't know, they don't.
And if any copies get made, the quality may reduce in any of the photos,
But we can't
making
risk.
it even harder to pick out details.
We can't risk it falling into the wrong.
Katie, this is like the only piece of evidence we have. You're gonna burn it.
Do it.
Bob, don't.
You could send them to you could send them somewhere.
In this year.
Oh,
Do you have somewhere better I can send them?
I was suggesting your thing. But the party may have somewhere.
is it still right for NGO to come back into this conversation?
Yeah, as I told you in DM, yeah.
Yeah, NGO's going to come back out. So I heard we're burning something. I would prefer not to burn it.
Jesus, Nizio was watching the fucking stream, I guess.
I heard something about burning, so who got the bud?
No, I'd kind of been trying my best to listening, but I all I heard was mumbling and just heard burning.
I'm gonna look at him, just really annoyed, because he'd actively said to talk about things that I didn't. He's just said, "I've been trying to hear it."
I didn't really hear that. Just
Yeah,
mumbling
thanks,
and stuff.
dickhead. Right.
Fine.
Not cool, Shane.
Next time, if someone says, "Please don't try and hear this," don't then try and hear it.
Okay.
Or at least lie.
Okay. And then learn how to.
So, are there any last things you want? Are there any final things you want to do on Daedalus?
We need to find a storage way for the information before it just all gets burnt.
I give it to
Why
local
don't we-
crackhead Larry. Nobody goes near him anyway.
Why don't we just hide it? Like,
I think I have some. I think what I have someone I can give it to. I will go and hand deliver these documents.
wait, hold up, hand.
He gives it to the bot. He
Deliver.
shreds them.
Groban.
Groban.
God, Groban
Please.
holding on to the files.
No,
I'm kind of curious what I just want to do, just because I want to see what fucking Groban does, but I'm gonna be honest.
Just fucking tucks them in a folder somewhere, leaves them out on his desk. You know?
Groban's news.
Well, before we get off track, Katie, who would you deliver? You've taken the files, but you've told the party you're going to deliver them somewhere. Who? They're going to ask questions.
Oh, just the
who are you
bartender.
giving it to?
Just the bartender.
A bartender. Oh, no.
She said
To roll
Who are
an
you actually
insight.
giving them to?
Do I have to roll an insight to see if that's a lie?
Sure. Katie, privately message me if that's the lie, or privately roll either a persuasion or deception, depending on whether that's a lie or not. But make it a private roll.
Is anyone else here not feeling comfortable with the idea of someone giving potential this information to a bartender?
Okay.
Yeah.
Respond as you see fit, Katie.
You're the one who said that we should interview the bartender. She's been very reliable through all of this. She's here. She hasn't shown any ulterior.
Reliability and trustworthiness are often two different things. We do not know her.
And you want to give files that have explicitly my name, potentially my name in it, and images of me, to someone who could very much be manipulating you, or hell, could be the one responsible.
Would this bartender be a bartender here or?
It's the same one we've all interacted with.
Lelora, the Twi'lek.
Laura.
On this station of neutrals, it is not unbelievable to think that she is also of an ulterior motive herself. Most on this station work for somebody else.
I'm just thinking about this, and I think this is a fair point. Why would you give it to someone else on this ship? Because the last person who had it got killed.
Yeah, you're basically putting a target on her back. No. The information is safe in our hands. Well, we can see it.
I might have an idea of someone that could potentially. I don't know. I'm gonna look at Daedelus specifically because of her background. Someone on the planet we're heading to. Cien.
The Golden Chalice member.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if Naeus responds or reacts to that.
Do you know the name, Katie?
Would I know the name?
Not really. You might have heard of Cien. She's a Golden Chalice sort of up and comer, but
should know that then, because they're like.
Yeah, you'd know of her existence, but you've not dug deep into her.
Yeah, I'll literally just look to see if she had like a strong reaction, just because the Golden Chalice kind of link between the two. I just wanted to see if there was a
if that's what you want to, if you think this girl is reliable, then yeah, we can do that. We can
look into things. I think right now let's store them on the ship in an area that shall not be discussed.
Yeah.
In front of certain people.
Oz.
Where would you suggest?
Damn it.
Not discussed in front of certain people.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Right. B22. You need to leave.
Get out.
The robot doesn't leave.
Right. Yes, that was your. Please keep it out of her hands. I do not. Dance gives you heebie-jeebies. Don't trust me.
What a dick.
I don't know what. I'm not being a dick. Nez, it's just been, no offense, Nez, but I don't feel able to trust you yet. I mean,
I don't trust you either.
good. At least we have that understanding. And I don't feel. And I don't feel. Actually, I feel not safe with you holding on to the information. I should be given to
Someone
someone.
leave the room already so we can discuss things.
Fine.
Fucking respect.
I'll leave.
Kaleem spent so long trying to leave the room, only to stay when the room is no longer free.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the room.
Fair enough.
I think Ziante would as well.
Okay.
Okay, now that he's gone, now that the spy is gone,
Now when the spy and the gay is gone, let's talk business.
the spy,
The person who should hide it, who probably has more, has
No.
probably decent use of keeping things locked away.
I did think that now that whoever listening thinks that we're going to hide it on the ship, that we definitely need to take it with us. And whether I should store it inside the killer robot.
Please identify killer robot. You are not safe if there is a killer robot. Identify and I will destroy it.
Please tell me there's a mirror next to
Can you
him.
get me a coffee?
Engaging coffee protocols. And that happens in the background.
That should calm him down for anything.
Yes.
Just while you guys are doing this, can you just slap me up some perception checks for me, please?
Yeah.
Just general perception checks. General.
Where are we?
Well, this is all happening over a period of time, so I'm assuming it's, you know...
Are we in a safe room?
as safe as any.
There's a fly.
Oof, that's not ideal. Someone get a good one. Oh, probably.
Okay. Okay, carry on.
Actually, the person I think that should hold on to, at least for the while, will be someone who's probably had a fair few years of keeping these types of things safe and out the way. Oz.
Yeah, myself, don't worry. Just give me the papers, I'll take care of them.
I would like to keep the documents.
Nails
Don't let
kind of
the-
hesitates before handing
Don't
over
let the
the
documents near the paper shredder, please.
We cannot trust Big Gov.
Big girl.
The Popo will destroy them. They specialize in destroying evidence.
B22.
Sir,
I'm gonna turn you into a fucking high
Out of
speed
curiosity, do you have
I'd
an
love to see you
embezzler
try.
protocol? Do you have an embezzler protocol where you have a shredder to shred documents?
I have several.
Ah,
That's all the information I need, thank you.
You're most welcome. I am also proficient in providing forgeries.
oh.
And I have a mimicry protocol if you need to frame or doctor audio footage. I'm not a crook. And he starts doing like little like impersonations of people.
Give me a second, let me get my book. I didn't know the Sin Feast were in this year.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Let's be honest, who the fuck hasn't?
True.
If we put it in, if we stored it in the robot, that doesn't necessarily mean that the robot.
That also means the robot is in danger. Any type of flame or any form of damage to the robot could destroy the evidence. And let's be honest, he's always very happy to help protect. Isn't that right?
He looks pretty hardy.
I enjoy providing services, be they sexual, barista, or violent.
So angry.
See? That's a good droid. I'm just gonna literally, like, pet its head.
Error. Thank you. Something,
The droid is dying.
this,
The droid is dying.
Error 404, human contact initiated.
But yeah, I genuinely think that Oz would probably be best to hold on to, at least for a while. If anyone has any counterpoints, please. I'm obviously the newest here. If you want, I can hold on to them. I've got a bit of accounting stuff I have to deal with the ship anyways. So I might not be free for a bit.
Let me go and get an envelope so that we can seal it.
Okay. You step away, it takes you only sort of a minute to get all the bits you'd need to one of those sort of envelopes where like it's obvious if it's been opened, you know, the sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's messaging me? Several people. Okay. Unga Bunga Unga Boo. I would like Jacob to roll me a law check. Katie to roll me just a d20. And Oz, where are you going to hide the document? Like I'm trying to decide whether it's like a stealth check or something like that.
I had two plans, either to find a file cabinet, just fucking chuck it in there, so it, it's blended in, or just keep it on my person.
Okay.
I was leaning towards the person thing, because Oz has broken someone's arm by just touching his favorite mug at the station once. He might have anger issues.
You suspect he might. Okay.
There was a slight hint of ADHD.
Okay. Okay, so all of this goes by. Oz, you are handed over the sealed sort of envelope. I assume you don't write on the envelope classified. You know.
I'm gonna put on the envelope to Mum.
To Mum. Okay.
I mean, otherwise, just, fucking ship's manual or something. That's work.
Fucking love it. Okay. You are able to get it all sealed away. So, Oz, for the final time, where are you going to hide it? Like, exactly, in case I have an NPC try and steal it. You never know when it could happen.
For now, I'm gonna say I'll keep it on my person.
Okay.
Like, keep a close eye on it, but if I come up with a hiding spot later on, I will...
That's fine. You are essentially carrying on like a case of files. This is clunky. It won't hinder you in any way, but it's not subtle that you have it, if that makes sense. Like, you can tuck it into your robes and there'll be like a laptop-sized shape in the robes.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I mean, to be fair, my man has also oxygen tank, so you could probably just stick it under there.
True. Subtlety has never been Oz's strong point anyway. Like...
Man is a walking chemistry set.
Really so unsubtle. Why would people think it's
Indeed.
Okay.
Also, what if someone just casually approach a guy who actually looks like minor inconvenience?
Jesus. Alright, well, if we're going planet so maybe pack a few more weapons than we expected.
As you know, around Adena, you're expecting to enter essentially into a space battle. You're expecting a fleet action to be taking place.
Yeah. So I need to go and.
What everyone needs to do is get a checkup.
Fucking really pushing on this. I love it. As this is
Do
happening,
a checkup next session.
as this is happening, Liam, if you would like to contact the station.
Station administration, this is Jedi Knight Xeon K. I would like a word with you in person outside of monitored communication.
This is Agni Corp Command. On my way up. Then you're sort of met by a rugged individual who comes out to meet you. How can I help?
How much do you value this station quality?
Personally or as a company?
Both.
Personally, I don't really give a damn. It's a job. I live local. Pays pretty well. You know, the whole neutral thing doesn't really come up a whole often because most people are here to just drink and party. You know. Politically, geopolitically, we're talking about a pretty hot spot between the Jedi and the Sith. If the station wasn't neutral, chances are we'd be blown out of orbit.
My concern precisely. At this time, 2 murders have gone on which seem to be politically motivated.
Aye, we're looking into it.
However, more and more leaning suspicion coming toward it being sourced from potential Jedi agitated sources such as the Sith and Hutt sources.
Okay.
Now, from our perspective, both of the Jedi and from a perspective of the Republic, this station serves better neutrally than it does on either which side. I quite agree with you that you may end up being blown up if you weren't. And I would like to ensure that that does not happen.
Okay. Is this a threat?
No, not at all.
Okay, sorry, it sounded like you were sort of prepping for a bomb threat there, which that's way above my pay grade, man.
Not at all. This is, unfortunately, a sad reality that if neutrality must be maintained, and it is in the interest of both the Jedi and the Republic that it be so, I would suggest that potentially it is wise to lock down certain communication channels.
Okay. What are we talking? What are we talking?
I have good reason to believe that there is currently ongoing negotiations between the Sith and the Hutt clan in order to both incriminate the station and my friend Inzio into a murder that he did not commit. And I do not want in any way for either my friend or this station's quality to be affected. Can you imagine the fallout?
I can, unfortunately. Okay. The issue is I'm going. What evidence do you have? Because we're going off your word here, sir.
The evidence that we have currently is being cured through no insult intended. The neutrality of this station is somewhat compromised given the murders that have taken place. I would recommend...
We do have our own team investigating the murders. We're not without reason.
I'd recommend a joint one at this point.
With whom? You see, I appreciate where you're coming from, but if we do a joint investigation with the Jedi, we're throwing in our lot with, well, the Jedi. We have to remain neutral.
Precisely, which is why I am suggesting that you do a joint investigation with both the Jedi and the Empire.
Very well. I know of a Darth Valtris who's on board, as well as a number of other Sith delegates. Who from the Jedi is around and willing to stay?
Myself.
I was under the impression your vessel was leaving, sir.
just as an out of character moment, that's why I sent you that character sheet.
Right, okay, that's being jumped on me a little bit.
Okay, so we'll pull.
No,
we'll
no,
pull
that's
this
fine.
after.
That's fine.
No.
No,
We'll
no,
pull this.
no, I can bounce. It's fine. He sort of goes, I see. Well, if you're willing to put your money where your mouth is, sir, then okay. It's unusual, certainly, but stranger things have happened. If you're willing to stay and vouch for your credibility, then I see no reason why you can't at least act as the Republic liaison for these investigations.
I vouch for the truth, and whether the truth that my friend did those acts remains to be seen. But also it should be proven that should he have not, that the likelihood that one of the Empire may have should equally be held under suspicion, and being it on this station's watch, I can only offer the
He sort of nods his head. Very well. In that case, we're going to have to get you vetted and signed up, and it's going to be a bit of a lengthy process. If you have goodbyes to say, sir, I'm afraid it will be some time before we can relieve you of this duty.
Very well. Appreciate your work towards.
Not at all, sir. Thank you for your candidness. I will contact Darth Valtress and inform her of the intent to investigate these as a joint operation.
Do me a favor, what was your name again?
Tibbins, sir.
Tibbins. I know a Tibbins.
Unrelated, sir. Just a very easy name to remember when you're making shit up on the fly.
Ah. Do me a favor, Tibbins. Send the message to Darth Valtress with the request that Zionte would recommend that she does stay if she is intrigued about finding out truth.
He inclines his head. Consider it done. I'll see to it immediately. Okay.
And Zionte would waddle back to the ship.
Okay, I think we'll have any goodbyes or anything for Ziante, and then we'll probably call the session.
I think Zionte would go to Kingar first, given they're close.
You'd find Kingar in the medical bay performing checkups on everyone. Kite, by the way, is perfect physically. The man is like, good God, it's peak performance.
How many STD?
None. This is space, buddy. One pill.
That's purely on it. Kingar, I'm sure that is purely on his medical file as past ailment. But I've come to... sorry?
You're here for your medical? Come on, onto the table.
I just imagine Kingar picking you up. No one leads about their fucking medical.
Kingar would sit on the bio bed. This will be your last opportunity, Kingar. So if you have any deep-seated intent of stabbing me with a needle, now is your time.
Opportunity?
I will be remaining behind in order to assist in a joint venture investigating the attack on the individuals and Inzio's accusation of murder.
I see.
I have no faith that with our departure that the investigation will proceed unimpeded. None at all.
I should have known a mystery such as this would intrigue you greatly, my friend.
Partially
I wish
so,
you
but
did.
I will confess a slight intrigue being Darth Valtress as well. Jedi have long overlooked Sith as merely the dark side of the Force. But potentially there could be common ground after all.
You believe she could be redeemed.
No,
I wish you the best of luck.
Fucking accurate.
I do not believe that she can be redeemed at all, but I believe that her path can be halted to one of a stable pegging. She will never be a Jedi. But perhaps she could be something else. But that is a potential. My primary here is to discover the secrets of what is being kept here, as there are a great many. I do agree with you.
And I wish you all best of luck. May the Force be with you, my friend.
And may you stop sticking needles so effectively into individuals. And I see your light increase every time you do, Kinga. It's a dangerous trait for a medic.
I don't know what you're on about.
Now get that needle off of me! But I suppose his next port of call would be Zio himself.
Okay, you would find Anizio doing his best to meditate on the ramifications of everything that's happening. How would we find Anizio, Kilim?
Just basically sitting in his room, staring at the wall, just trying to process everything that's kind of happened.
Okay.
Inzio, it has been a moment since all of this occurred.
Yeah, and I'm still reeling back from it.
I am sorry that this has happened to you. It was never an. But I am remaining at the station towards investigating these murders and in an attempt to clear your name.
On your own.
There are no others that I would willingly ask to spare themselves. You are needed on planet side. Our mission never stops.
I'm
But in
assuming
order,
you're going to
sorry?
speak to this. You're going to speak to the Sith girl, ain't you?
How does Anizio
She
know
will
any of
be-
that?
Because one, before I spoke to the Sith girl, I was there watching Deontay speaking to the Sith girl.
He met in private, didn't he?
No, he was in the club. The first time we were there.
Oh, the
Yes.
first time we were there.
You're
yeah, it
talking
was
the
with
first
party.
time, yeah. I thought you were referring to the sort of like once everyone had
No.
gone, he went and tracked down Valtress.
No.
Okay, carry on. Carry on.
Yes, I will be. She will be the Empire's representation in this investigation. The station values its neutrality as much as I doubt it, and they will not adhere to a Jedi's presence without the Empires, and she is a resource best kept contained.
I see the logic, but may I point out something that does put some concern?
Of course.
Agnico did attack us and was outrightly from the looks of it, on the Sith side. How do you not know that she's playing you? If you're doing this investigation to try and clear my name, which I am grateful, and it's nice
Truly-
to have someone, nice to know that you're doing this for me.
Through a very easy pointer. Before I leave the ship, I will be transferred to the Jedi Order and the Republic High Command that I am remaining on this station to assist in the investigation of finding out who truly murdered those individuals. Should I, for whatever reason, go missing or something occurs on the station, this station's neutrality is broken, and regardless of the Agni Corp attacking us, this station's loss is a resource that they won't bet on for the death of a singular Jedi.
Let's see. I and I wish you luck.
I wish you luck as well. But a word of advice, Zio.
Hmm?
You are a good Jedi. Don't close your eyes, even for those that we fight for. Even the Republic has its own motive, and sometimes, even if it is not now, maybe if it is in the future, it won't always align with the interests of the Jedi. Just keep a watchful eye.
Yeah. I'll try to.
I think at that point, Ziante would just pop back to his quarters, make the report to the council and the Republic's High Command, and step off.
Okay. Ziante quietly disappears. And with that, as the investigation on Daedalus begins, their very frustrated Darth Valtress is told that she has to stay. But when she sees who she's staying with, a sly smile parts across her features. I think that's where we'll end tonight's session, as the Icarus drifts away from the Daedalus watch station. Liam, you'll have to come up with a way to introduce your character considering where you're going. However, for now, we have been Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. Bye for now.
From Coruscant to the outer realm, far away. Gonna fight, gonna be free. In a galaxy far, far away, onto the fire, onto the sky. Yeah, children of the Republic, legends never die. I'm gonna rather die. Children of the Republic. onto the fire, onto the sky. Yeah!